Hi everyone, it's me Spring, the fiber enthusiast. Welcome back for another episode. All right, welcome all of my new viewers and those of you that have just come and said, what's this channel? Poke around, have fun, see if you can find something you like here. Lots of different things. And welcome back to all of my returning viewers who come back like every single week, every single video. Y'all are awesome. Good job. I enjoy having you guys come in and comment and getting to interact with each and every one of you every week. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. You guys keep me going. Definitely. You keep me intrigued and keep me going. So let's see what I can intrigue you into doing. What have I been up to this week? Lots of different things. Recorded some more videos. You want to start there? Sure. So last week, if you wasn't here, last week I said that I needed some more hand towels for the kitchen, and I weave hand towels for the kitchen, and I use a worsted weight cotton to do so. I do it on my little 15-inch Cricut loom, which I can do a long string of them and get it done and over with really quickly. This time I only did 2 and I recorded it. I took you along with me. So there's 3 videos. There's part 1, part 2, and part 3 that will walk you through all of my steps. Is it a tutorial? Not necessarily, but if you know how to weave, you could use it as a tutorial. I did the houndstooth pattern in these 2 hand towels. And now when I make the hand towels for me at my house, I don't make them like tea towel size. I make them literally just a small hand towel. And then I hem the ends of it. And I show you how I do all of that. And as I say, there is no right way, there's no wrong way, there's your way. So find what works for you and go with it. So I may do something totally different than everybody else. And I do that quite often actually, but it works for me. So you find what works for you and you do it. But here it is. Because the colors are so dilute, being a pastel blue and a beige, the houndstooth pattern is not the easiest to see. Like it would be very dramatic in black and white. You can see it very, very well in black and white. But now these can go in the kitchen and I can use them. Been in desperate need. On that note, on the video note, if you are new here, every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, set your bell, because those are the days that I put out educational tutorials. Some of them are knitted, some of them are crocheted. Now I have a few weaving in there, tatted patterns, and a lot of times if I'm doing like a knit along or a crochet along on one of my patterns, I will do it on one of those days throughout a week, throughout several weeks. So those are the days you're going to want to really pay attention to, because there might be, like if I mention I'm going to have a crochet along or a tat along or something like that, that's where you're going to find it. And then I'll talk about it on my Saturday, but where you find it will be one of Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Pattern wise, I've got a few patterns going on right now. This one I just completed this week as well. Last week, in last week's episode, I had made the same pattern, and I did it with some hand spun yarn that I had spun up over the course of time. I wanted the brim a little bit bigger. I wasn't sure how I was going to, how it was going to work out with the yarn that I had already spun up. So I didn't want to run short. Well, in turn, I cut my brim a little too short. So I revised my pattern, reworked it in Lion Brand, Feels Like Butter. And there we are. Now there will be a cowl that will be part of a set, a hat and a cowl set. I'm working on the numbers right now, doing all the math for you to get that cowl the right size, and it will be a matching set with the hat. So I did that this week. Also, if you've been around me for a little while, you know that I've been arguing with another pattern of mine. Ripped it out 3 or 4 times. Yeah, put in a lifeline. Well, guess what? I'm going to rip it out again. I'm going to change it a little bit because I found where I was messing up my cable section, and I want to fix it on this piece. So yeah, I gotta rip back and start again. Got the lace straightened out. Now I gotta fix the cables. So this pattern, I didn't do much. I did work up again, but I'm gonna have to rip it back out. Yeah. The fun of designing patterns, you know, it just, whatever. People are like, oh, I hate the frog. And it's like, oh, don't design anything. But anywho, on that note, the whole reason behind this pattern is kind of like a full spectrum here. I purchased some fiber, which for those that don't spin, it would be like this, roving. And I spin it on the spinning wheel, turning into single plies. And then I ply them together on that spinning wheel and have a 2-ply DK yarn. And that's what I like to spin the most. So I got 3 different colors, spun those up over the course of time, and plan to do this pattern that I'm designing. And it's for my mom. Some of the yarn, this color, was spun on our family heirloom, which I'm the first person in a little over 100 years to have spun fiber on it. So it's kind of like a full spectrum there, and it's for my mom. So when I finally figured out the cable issue and fixed it in my pattern, instead of ripping that out, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go grab the yarn and start because I have all the yarn done. Let me go ahead and start. So I went ahead and started. I made this section a little bit shorter, which is the keyhole part. And let's see if I can get some cables to show up here. You can kind of see the cables. This is a dark yarn. And then there is a lace section. So that's how far I went this week on that. And let's see if I can grab it. That's all I have left of that color. And now I will start into the larch green color that I've spun. That'll be my next color in line, and I will also start decreasing on one side. On the lace side of it, I'm going to start decreasing and work my way over to just the cable section. Like I said, it is a keyhole scarf, so it'll go around the neck and go through, let's see, the holes that are on the side here. So that I worked on this week also. And I kind of gave you a quick briefing. This was Thursday night. Some of you seen I had started it last week. This is fiber that some of the fiber that I received from Divergent Crafter, Miss Crystal. And I split it in half a long ways. And here it is. The first single ply of it spun up, and I will spin the other half and then ply them together again on that one. Next, I have for you my Sock It To Me Sock Challenge. This week, what I did manage to do is get down to where I start the heels and finished my wrap and turn heels. Excuse the dogs. It is dark outside, and, you know, there's boogie monsters out there right now. So I've turned the heels, and now I will start out the foot and hopefully have them done by the 25th. It's kind of pushing it, I know, but we'll see. Hopefully, now that I have a big project done. Are you ready? I finished it. Yay! I literally just took it off the hook like an hour ago. So, Lissa Conley pattern, locking filet crochet. No, this is not mosaic. This is locking filet crochet. So I will put a still shot of this in here. Okay. So what do you think of it? I love her patterns. They're so much fun. I really enjoy them, and I get really, really addicted to them fast. I will sit there and work on one until I can't sit there and work on it anymore. My eyes will cross. But I love working on her patterns. I've done several of them, and they're so much fun. If you've never tried locking filet crochet and you've thought about mosaic, or you do mosaic and you know how addictive mosaic is, try locking filet crochet. You'll love it. Once you get started on it, it's like seriously addictive. But all of the information for anybody's channel that I've mentioned, patterns that are somebody else's pattern, I will put that down in the description box. Several things here I talked about were my own patterns. Another thing that I had done, but I don't think that I showed in one of my last episodes, was I made a bunch of guitar pick earrings. I know some seen these. I was wearing these a couple weeks ago, but I went ahead and made a bunch more of them because I like guitar picks. Those I just did, I think, 2 weeks ago. I don't think that I showed them though. I might have showed them during my spin and chat. Speaking of the spin and chat, Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I go live and I spin yarn and we chat. This coming Thursday, very special Thursday. Make sure and set your bell for that one. Click the reminder for it, because hopefully she'll be able to, or she'll have some lambs to show us. But I have a very special guest. I really like this lady. I've bought fiber from her before. So I've bought fiber from her before and have spun the fiber up yeah, let me get this going the right direction so that way you can see it. The gray. Now the brown and the white is not from her. It is actually my dog hair and alpaca. But the gray, this fiber at the bottom here is fiber that I had spun up. That yarn is fiber that I spun up from this lady that I have as a guest coming up Thursday. I bought this fiber from her, spun it up, and I'm using it to, I've got a little bit more left, but I'm using it to do a cardigan for myself. There's no time limit on this because it's for me. But I haven't worked on it in a while. I've been hard pressed on other stuff. But yeah, the gray yarn down here is actually fiber that I got from her Icelandic sheep and spun up and using for my own project. But I'm excited for all of you to meet her because she is awesome. She's like, she does all kinds of really cool stuff and has an amazing Instagram of all kinds of stuff. And if you spin fiber, definitely try to be there Thursday for a little bit, or at least catch the replay. All of her information will be available at that time, and it's very exciting. I can't wait. So I have kept y'all long enough. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and hopefully get some sleep. I hope that each and every one of you have a wonderful weekend and be blessed and be a blessing. And until next time, everybody, bye for now.